Right then, today is the big day, Sunday the 8th of March, first time out. So we're about to let the birds out now. The time is 10 minutes to 12, so we can have an hour out. First time out of 2020. 6 weeks till the first race. Unfortunately at the moment, all you see on Facebook is hawk attacks, but the birds got to go. So fingers crossed, only a little stretch, and away we go. Right, all gone quiet. Okay, we're going to have a little look outside, make sure they're nice and safe.
Just have to keep on trying.
Alright, here we are outside. There they go. Thankfully they stay nice and low, because the pigeons, they're not daft. They know that this time of year it's not a particularly safe time to be outside, so yeah, they stay nice and low. Where are they? Batching quite nice actually. Have a little look now, and they come round. There they go. It really is amazing. These birds now, they've been locked up for 6 months. End of September we locked them up after last race. And look at them, batching nicely. And we think that's got a lot to do with the way we feed them. You know, we feed them quite light. Also the quality of the Matador mixes. Because sort of years gone by, they'd have been everywhere. So here we go. Oh, nearly down. Right, there we go. So the plan is just relax now into it. Slowly get them going. And then it probably won't be until we part them in about 3 weeks that we really get them to start exercising well. There we go. First time out. So far, so good. Over and out.
He stopped to look at me.
Good morning, here we are back at the loft. It's Saturday. Today, Saturday the 14th of March. Birds been going out for a week now, and so far, so good. Been out this morning just for a little 3/4 of an hour. We don't attempt fate too much because the local population of hawks is they are about. People, you know, reporting attacks unfortunately in the local area. But so far so good. So I'm just going to do a 2-minute segment this morning. Just showing you what we're feeding the birds at the moment while they're rearing. Once again, we've seen these before. There's Big Head and the Yorith cock. Big Head, we paired him yesterday to the Benny hen, which we showed you in a previous video. So hopefully within a week or so they'll be laid up. Yes, we're going to show you this morning the breeding mix, really, how we feed the breeders during the sort of breeding season. So we start with a bowl. So there's our. So we always use a mixing bowl generally when we put anything on the corn. We generally put something on the corn maybe 3 times a week, probably throughout the years, you know, different bits and bobs. So I always start with some barley. I like barley, not so much as a feed stuff or a food stuff, but more as a sort of indicator as to how hungry the birds are, because when they start leaving the barley, you know they've had a good fill. So I'll always start with a handful of barley, and then I'm going to mix in. This is actually some race young bird mix that we had left from last year. I think as long as it's good quality corn, that's absolutely fine. So it is more of a racing mix than a breeding mix, but even so, I might as well use it up. So these are the 2 Matador breeding mixes that we use. We got the breeding Olympia, and then the other one then is the super breeding. So I'm going to use one of these. Mix in one of them. There it is. As you can see, there's quite a sort of decent pea content. I quite like peas for breeding, traditionally used in the UK. A good proportion of peas. It's a really nice mix, to be fair, the Olympia. So we can have one of them. There we go. Whoops. And then we also, just for a bit of variety, we use the 2 brands of Matador breeding. So this is the super breeding, mix. As you can see, very different to a breed and wean, or sort of beans, peas and tares, which have been traditionally used for breeding. But for those of you that have looked into the Matador ranges, they are very well put together, and you know, the science is there, so we're quite happy, and we've always raised good young'uns. So we're going to have one of them. There we are, and another one of them. We'll give it a little mix. We'll get a spoon. There we go, give it a mix together. And then onto that then we'll add some lemon juice just to wet it a little bit. And also has a decent sort of acidic content to sort of keep bugs and different things sort of at bay in the children's gut. It's been used for centuries, I think, lemon juice, isn't it? But you know, it's as good today as it's ever been. So we'll wet it with a bit of lemon juice, and then onto that then we put on brewer's yeast, which we give all our birds once a week. Cheap product, brewer's yeast, but as you can see on the label there, this is the Bayer's one we're using this year. Rich in proteins, amino acids, and also high in vitamins. Cheap as chips. But again, an age-old sort of supplement, but it's as good now as it's ever been. So that's Saturday. That's our Saturday feed at the moment. During the racing season, we normally do the brewer's yeast midweek onto the mix. But as I've got a bit more time on the weekend, off from work, of course, that's today's plan. So that's what we're feeding them at the moment. And in future little snippets, we'll show you how the birds are coming on. And you know, the birds, it does look a light mix. Everybody says, oh, Matador, you know, it's a very light mix, but as you'll see in future little videos, you know, the quality of our young'uns raid on this, you know, we're delighted with it. So there we go. Ciao for now.
Lot to learn and I'm starting tonight. Gotta stop.
Right, here we are, back at the loft. Today is Friday, the 27th of March. Unfortunately, at the moment, as we all know, losing a little bit of track of time. But it's an absolutely glorious day. It's been lovely for a week. And as we all know, we're all in the same predicament pretty much the world over now with COVID-19. And in the UK, we're in lockdown. Not sort of total lockdown as some countries, but there's as we all know, there's restrictions on travel and different things. So fortunately, I'm still in work at the moment. My health is still good. But Dad, sort of given his age and his recent health problems, Dad hasn't gone out for the last week, and that's the way it's going to continue now until the virus goes away. So we thought we'd make a little video today, just a little bit, just to see how we are coping as pigeon fanciers in lockdown and with the sort of COVID-19 virus going around. So that's what today's little segment's going to be about. So we're going to start in my garage. As you can see, I've had delivery also. We're waiting for some building work to be done. So we've had a delivery of some bricks and mortar. But yeah, last Saturday we took a delivery of corn, Matador corn, and some other sort of brands that we use as well. But yeah, we had a delivery last week for ourselves and other fanciers in the locality, just because probably like us all, we could sense the way he was going. So we thought it'd be better off just to get some corn in, just in case it goes a little bit the same as what's happened with the toilet roll situation. But yeah, so we got plenty of corn, certainly for a couple of months, hopefully, by which time this will go. I think best case at the moment is probably 2 months. Well, goodness knows what worst case is, but let's hope for the best. At the moment, racing is scheduled for May the 23rd, so we're just going to have to play it by ear. As you can see, the birds are exercising really well. It is the afternoon, and at the moment we've only been letting them out in the morning, but because I wanted to do a bit of filming, and I was home early from work today, we thought we'd let the birds out. So we'll just have a quick look up in the loft, and then we'll have a little chat to Dad, see how he's getting on. So what we're doing is we are sort of splitting the shifts between us. I know some fanciers reading on Facebook and whatnot, and they are sort of staying away. One fancier's doing them when the other fancier's staying away, but we're just trying to keep a bit of common sense. We've got some anti-bac and bird sanitizer So after using the taps and different things, we're sort of spraying them off, just to make sure there's no sort of cross-contamination, I suppose. So that's really important. We're also keeping our cleaning equipment separate now, again, just to keep contamination sort of to a minimum. And we're also looking after different sections, trying to stay away from each other as much as possible. Obviously a little bit of contact, you know, from a distance, but that's what we're doing at the moment. So let's have a look upstairs. The young birds are going to be parted this weekend, and then we're going to do a big clean. It was going to be, we were going to part the hens as well, but we've decided to sort of leave them together for a little while longer, just because there's no rush. So we'll probably leave them lay out for their second round, and then part them. Go bit. So there they are. There's the birds, enjoying it at the moment. They've been out now for nearly 2 weeks, starting to build up their fitness. They're all still here, thankfully, but yesterday one of the cocks, our national winner actually, from 2016, it looks like he's had a bit of an outing with a falcon, well, with a bird of prey. Oh, big fella, turn around. You can just see there, see his flights in the wing that's not facing us have been taken out. Could be a bump, just a natural bump, but more likely something's had a go at him. Turn around, big fella. Come on, come on. There he is, see ya. Does happen. Could be hit a tree or something, or aerial, but more than likely something's had a go at him. But there we go. He's still here to tell the tale. Oh, come on, babe. As you can see, they're driving at the moment, driving like mad. So we won't leave him out for too much longer, because we're still trying to be sensible, because it is sort of prime time for birds of prey. There's our young uns. As you can see, they're at that age now. They look really, really good. And many of them, even though we do feed them in the boxes now, they've started to come onto the floor and sort of look for food and stay together and whatever. So there we go. So yeah, disappointed, like us all, but there's bigger things in life at the pigeon than pigeons at the moment. So right, so let's go downstairs and we'll see how Dad's getting on, and then we'll probably look to get them in, to be honest, because it's now 4:30 and they've been out for 3/4 an hour maybe. Right. Oh, he was there a minute ago. You will be back up now. Up there they go. There they go. So fortunately, I know I've seen a few people on Facebook saying how lucky we are to have pigeons at the moment, and any sort of pet really, because it does keep you sane. Because especially for Dad now, obviously not going out at the moment. You know, it's nice to come out here. There's no restrictions at the moment in the UK on letting the pigeons out, so it's nice just to come down and or come out in the garden and see the birds. So there's Dad. So we'll stay our social distance away. So you coping?
Hi everyone. Yeah, we're coping reasonably okay, thanks to the birds, more than anything else, because I spend a lot of time with the birds anyway, but since Sunday of this week, you know, I'm up there most of the day, and I do enjoy that, but I wish it were different circumstances. So back to the birds. We've got a nice batch of youngsters. We're going to part them probably on Sunday of this week, and then we'll do a major clean of all the old bird sections. So yeah, things are, under the circumstances, okay. But as I say, the pigeons are taking a lot of my time, which I enjoy anyway, but I wish it in different circumstances. So there we are, that's an update on where we are. Calvin's out. We've had the birds out now for about 10 days probably. They're exercising very well. We're obviously concerned about the peregrine, but so far we haven't seen him, so let's hope it stays that way. But yeah, very frustrating time, unprecedented, and there we are, so we've got to make the most of it.
Good man. Right. I think I just spotted a hawk. I think it was a sparrowhawk just behind Dad when he was speaking, so we're probably going to get these in now. So, until next time, over and out, keep enjoying your pigeons and stay safe. Ciao for now.
People passed in cars with their windows down.